Arnett Gardens began the defense of their Red Stripe Premier League title with a 3-1 victory over newcomer Sandals South Coast, a win which takes them to the top of the table. Karen Madden was at the Anthony Spaulding Sports Complex on Monday night and filed this report.
The Arnett Gardens fans had barely settled into their seats before their team pulled the Sandals shot stopper into the firing line, but they would have to wait a while before erupting into cheers. In fact, the Junglists were kept quiet in what was a snooze fest in the first half as they could not penetrate the nervous defense line of the newly promoted team. When Arnett got the lead, it was from the penalty spot in the 59th minute, which Lennox Russell converted in dramatic style, back to goalie, pivoting and beating him for pace. But Sandals stunned the partial spectators when their captain Leonardo Rankin capitalized on a loose ball to equalize in the 67th minute. Arnett, though, picked up the day's second penalty just 3 minutes later to retake the lead with Russell up to his tricks again. It was the momentum the Junglists needed, and from there they took on the game. Although Sandals' Jamoy Sibley's showed patches of brilliance, but Arnett put the game to bed in minute 83 through substitute Giovanni Samuda.
Well, the performance was not good enough in that we spent too many time, making so many errors. At this level, that is something we need to minimize. These are players who are seasoned players as it relates to the Premier League. So if the opponent don't really have anything to offer, take it more serious and continue to play good football.
No, I can't be disappointed. This is our first game. The players, some of the players have played in the Premier League for the first time. We have a few players that have been playing before, and it looked good. I think it looked good in the first half. We were playing the first half to plan, and the second half we gave away, a silly penalty where we should have been more tighter. We should have been more pressed in the back, and that's how it is.
Meanwhile, in the night's opening game, promoted team Cavalier were on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline in their encounter with Portmore United. Very little separated the teams in the opening exchanges, but when Portmore lost to Sarnie Ricketts in the 38th minute, Cavalier must have felt they had a good chance of at least a share of the points. But the one-man disadvantage failed to dent Portmore's game, and it got worse for Cavalier when they gave up a penalty, which Jeremy Lynch duly converted in the 45th minute. Cavalier might have grabbed a couple goals of their own, but for faulty finishing, coupled with fine goalkeeping from Shaven Sean Paul in the Portmore goal.
Spirited performance because we went down one man early on late in the second half. So we had to dug in and show some character, and we did just that. On a better day when we have 11v11, I think we would score some more goals.
I thought we gave as much as we got. I thought we played exceptionally well. We kept possession of the ball better than the other team. So it's just a matter of turning that position into goals. It's not every day going to play Portmore. Remember, they represent us in the Caribbean Championship. So I don't think so. I think we're just going to continue what we did today and hope for better days.
Arnett soared to the top of the table on a superior goal difference on 3 points, the same as Humber Lion, Reno and Portmore. Karen Madden, TVJ Sports.
Meanwhile, former St. George's College standout Alex Marshall admitted to some nerves in his first game in the Red Stripe Premier League. Marshall took some time to settle in the game but was a live wire in the Cavalier attack. He says his game will continue to improve.
My game, I stepped up in the second half. First half, I was a bit nervous, but second half, I stepped up and I started to play. I got a little comfortable and more confidence, and I started to play my type of football.
Why were you nervous? You have played on the big stage before.
Well, my first time playing Premier League. I've played on the big stages, but first time playing with Jamaica players at the senior level. So it was a bit rough for me.
And with several fans questioning why the teen has opted to remain in Jamaica, Marshall was philosophical.
Time, everything takes time. I can't rush anything. So if I get a big offer, I'll just take it with both hands. But right now, I'm just playing and building and working on myself.